What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. We are back today with another car, Konvos. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a while, and I am taking one for the team because, dude, it is hot as balls outside. I live in Texas, and it is currently, as I'm filming, July 31st at like 1:30 p.m. So let me tell you, it's hot as balls. I have my Dutch Bros, same thing every time. A Golden Eagle chai iced with soft top. I'm filming today because I'm just irritated as fuck. I woke up irritated as fuck and I want to talk about it. I don't know what it is about men. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my AC. Again, it's really hot. Like, I can't. I don't know what it is about men being so in love with their cars, but I don't really understand why men be posting the same like pictures of their car, or like it'll be a picture of their car but in a different setting, and it's like, bro, I know you drive a fucking Dodge Challenger. I just don't understand how men just be posting like a picture of their car and think it's like different from all the other 20 million pictures of their car that they've taken. Like, bitch, I know what your car looks like. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm so thankful that I didn't have access to piercing needles or a tattoo gun as a 16-year-old, because if I did, I would probably have some dumbass face tattoo. When I was a teenager, I wanted to get both of my nostrils pierced, my septum, snake bites, my bridge. Like, I wanted to go the full 9 yards. And when I was, I would say, 19, I actually did get my nose pierced. And it was, I have a low pain tolerance, and I think it's funny because in high school I actually got my septum pierced with the safety pin. I was like insane back then, I guess. But when I got my nose pierced, I remember it hurt. I can't take out the jewelry. Someone else has to put new jewelry in for me because the tiny hole in my nose scares me. The thought that a needle had to go through my nose in order for the piercing to be here scares me. When I got my piercing changed, because I had an L bar and then I switched it to like, I think, a flat back, it hurt a lot, and I almost grabbed the piercer, and it was sticking out of my nose for a while, and I was so scared to push it in because it hurt. And I remember the piercer took out my L bar and she had to go do another client, and I was freaking out because there was a little hole in my nose. I just think it's funny that I almost got all of these piercings as a teenager, and now, like, the only piercing that I want lip bites, but I don't think I'll ever get them because the healing process for that is just a little too much for me. But I still do want my septum. Lord knows if I'll ever have the balls to do it one day, because if changing this piercing freaks me out, I can imagine how fucking terrified I will be to change a septum. But I love septums. What parking lot are we in today? We're back in my driveway. Once a guy had told me that all I listen to is top 40 hits, and I think he meant that as a diss, but I don't give a fuck. I love pop music. It's popular for a reason. You can't tell me there isn't a fucking Chapel Roan or Sabrina or Olivia song you haven't heard that you haven't fucked with. You can't tell me. God damn it. That shit is popular for a reason. Maybe you're just hating because it's a female dominated field. Maybe that's your issue. Maybe that's it. Because tell me there isn't an Ariana Grande song you don't fuck with in her over 10 plus years of making music. Tell me, bro. Tell me. I hate this idea that like pop music isn't deep and it's stupid and it's silly. No, it's not. Maybe you're just saying that because it's a female dominated force, because men can't write pop music to save their fucking life. I like how I'm saying this as I'm wearing a Justin Bieber shirt. I am a believer till I die. But maybe you're just mad because men can't make pop music like women can. Tell me a male pop star right now, other than Justin Bieber. Tell me. I'll name 10 women popular in pop right now. Let's go. Chapel, Olivia Rodrigo, obviously, Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, Taylor Swift, Addison Rae, Slater, Tate McRae, who I don't like. Let's just put that out there. I don't like Tate McRae. Lady Gaga. I just named 10. I'll try to name 5 male pop stars. Justin Bieber, somber, I guess. My point stands. The women in pop rule that industry. Don't tell me there isn't a Britney Spears song you don't fuck with. So there's a clip going around of Zendaya, Tom Holland, and another Spider-Man co-star, I forgot his name, and one of the interviewers sings Replay, and Tom doesn't know it. Bitch, if I was on there, oh, I would have belted those lyrics out. I grew up listening to Replay. It is one of the best songs made by like a Disney Channel star during their Disney days. Put you on repeat, play you everywhere I go. Okay, I will. Usually around this time, I'm like ready to go back in school. I'm ready to get back into the groove of things. And I think it might just be the fact that I'm going to a new school that I've never taken classes there, and it's really big and it's really far away. That's making me not want to go back to school. But every day someone keeps telling me, we have this many days till we go back to school. We have this many weeks. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me. Summer is forever. It's still summer, even though it's literally going to be August tomorrow. I'm not taking a lab this semester, which I'm thankful for. To anyone going to college, please don't take an early morning lab. Don't do it. Because I do one every semester I decide to take a lab. I hate it every single time. Every single time I hate it. Don't take a morning lab. Take like a midday lab. I know that they're long, but they usually get out early. Don't take a morning lab. I remember at my old job, I would have lab at 8 in the morning on a Friday. Then I would go to lecture, so I'd get out at 11:50, and then I would have work from 1 to 8. I worked at Chick-fil-A, so I got the lunch rush and the night rush. And Fridays were our busiest day. Oh my God, I used to hate that, dude. Like, that was awful. Honestly, now that I don't work there anymore, I am going to speak my truth. I hated working at Chick-fil-A. It depends on the different location, depending on how much you get paid. You know how much I got paid? $11 an hour. And also, you know what? I don't work there anymore. Most of my managers, except for a few, were cunts. I had this one manager. Ooh, I hated her. I'm going to be real. I sucked at that job because I was getting paid $11 an hour. I wasn't getting paid enough to give a shit. I don't want to read back an 8-count nugget meal. I just don't. Sue me. Okay, sue me. I had a manager, dude. I remember there was this one time this lady came in. She had my coworker adjust her mirrors. She was kind of a pain in the ass. It was like, oh, what's in the salads? And at that point, I had just started taking orders because, mind you, at the Chick-fil-A I worked at, they had a level system. Bitch, I was there for over a year. Still didn't know how to do everything there. I would be in that dining room for 2 weeks. Like, it was dumb. It was so fucking stupid. No other Chick-fil-A did this. I don't know whose bright idea this was, but it was fucking stupid. Anywho, so this lady comes in. She is like kind of a pain in the ass. She asked me what's in the salads, and I was like, to be honest, I don't know. I was like, lettuce, cheese, chicken, tomatoes. Probably should have known. So she complained about me at the window. I get called in from outside, and my manager is like, so what happened? And I was like, well, I think it might be because I didn't know everything in the salads or something. And she was like, that is ridiculous. When I started working, taking orders, I would go home every night and memorize every single thing on the menu and see what it had. Okay, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to do that. I'm really not. I have school and a life, and I'm not going to go home and memorize the fucking Chick-fil-A menu. Ooh, and then I remember there was this one time she had me outside for 6 hours. Standing, no break, 6 hours, it's busy. Somebody asked me how my day was, and I was like somebody who came through the drive-thru, and I was like, well, to be honest, I'm kind of tired. Bitch complained about me at the window, saying that I was tired and that I had a bad attitude. All I said was, I'm tired. And that bitch almost got me fired. There was this one time, okay, so when you're outside, we have walkie-talkies. When there is a walkie-talkie, you can ask to go to the bathroom. I had to pee. I was outside. I ring on the walkie-talkie. I was like, yo, can I get a bathroom break? 20 minutes goes by. Hey, where's that bathroom break? 40 minutes goes by. Okay, so I gotta go to the bathroom. Bitch, I waited over an hour to use the fucking bathroom because they didn't send anyone out for me. That's gotta be some sort of violation. Why am I waiting outside for an hour to go to the bathroom? Shit would have taken me like 3 minutes. They decided to wait a whole ass hour. My boyfriend actually used to work there, and that kind of happened to him once. But he did the smart thing, put his iPad down, and went to use the bathroom. He didn't get in trouble. But best believe if I did that shit, ooh, they would have ripped my ass a new one. Another thing I think is weird, is when you would get written up, they wouldn't tell you, which is weird because at my job now, if you get written up, you kind of have to sign the thing. And I think that's weird because it's like, okay, so why aren't you telling me when I'm getting written up? Like, tell me what I'm doing wrong. The only thing that I miss about working at Chick-fil-A was getting free Chick-fil-A. I sucked ass at my job because I just didn't give a fuck about being good at it. I didn't care. Why would I care if you're only paying me? And this isn't even me being greedy, but the work they have you do is a lot more than $11 an hour. I'm running around the store, switching all these different positions, taking 50 fucking orders outside, and you're only paying me 11 an hour? Like, I remember there would be days where I would work 7-hour shifts and I'd be like, damn, I'm only getting $77. And then after I left, when I quit, 2 weeks later, I'm finding out they raised the pay. Are you fucking kidding me? They only raised it to 13 though, and I still get paid more at my job. I remember I would be working and I'd be like daydreaming about when I could finally walk out of this place and quit. Like, I hated it. This one manager, she tried to get me fired so many times. Ooh, I hated her. She was such a bitch. And she shit talked me after I left. Someone was like, oh, I'm gonna miss Kai. She was so nice. And she was like, are we talking about the same Kai? Yeah, I was a bitch to you because you tried to get me fired like 3 times. The only thing I liked was the fact that I met one of my best friends there. I met my boyfriend there. And the free Chick-fil-A I always got. But I remember one time, oh my God, my hair was pretty much red the whole time I worked there. Nobody ever said anything. I remember there was this one time I had just gotten my hair dyed. It was like the day after. And one of my managers was like, hey, so your hair's a little too red. It's supposed to look kind of natural and it doesn't. So you're going to have to find a way to lighten that. And I was like, I'm not fucking lightening my hair. I just got it dyed. It's never been, okay, I was nicer about it, obviously, but it was never a problem before. Luckily, I did talk to my boss, and she told me it was fine. And she's actually gone now, but I actually loved her. She was great. Shout out to her. I hope she's doing well. Those fuck-ass uniforms, bro. Oh, my God. I hated them. Mind you, they only give you one. They expect you to work 4 or 5 days out of the week, and they only give you one uniform. Bitch, we used to get a discount on it, like a 50%. Greedy ass fucking owner was making our $11 have an ass pay fucking $60 for a pair of pants. Multi-millionaire, mind you, would come in like with 10 different cars, mind you, making these broke ass high schoolers and these broke ass college students pay $60 for some stupid fugly pants. And another thing is, I don't understand why people are so bitchy to fast food workers. Like, I'm the one making the prices. Like, I'm the one deciding how much meat you get. Obviously, I'm the one who puts it on. But they tell us how much meat we're supposed to put on, and I will get in trouble if I overportion. Like, I don't make the rules. I don't know what to tell you. And I know it's not cheap, but bitch, take that up with the CEO, not my poor like college student coworker on cash. There was a time at my job where, at Chick-fil-A, mind you, there were people calling out a lot. At the job I work now, it's a big deal when someone calls out because we don't have a lot of workers. At Chick-fil-A, there's damn near 20 every shift. But I remember there was this one day, there was a football game, and 6 coworkers called out. Bad day. I used to have a calling out problem at Chick-fil-A because I hated working there and I didn't want to be there. But they came up with this rule that if you called out, you didn't find someone to cover, they would take away your break food. You had to pay for your break food. They had a list taken away for like a month. You had to pay for your break food for like a month. Mind you, we're only getting paid $11 an hour, and Chick-fil-A is not fucking cheap. So there was like a list of like me and like a bunch of my other coworkers' names, and then the date we got our free break food back. Why are you publicly embarrassing me like that? And maybe that's just me sounding like a brat, but like, my break food for, like, I only get paid $11 an hour here. You're not paying me well enough to be paying for my like, I remember one time there was ice outside. I live in Texas. We don't get ice or snow a lot, so it's not normal for us, okay? I came into work and there was like ice. It was like fucking 15 degrees outside, and they still made our asses go outside. There's like a heater at a lot of Chick-fil-A's, but the customers feel it, and more than we do. Like, we barely feel the heaters. The customers do. And they'll give you like hot hands, but they started rationing that shit out. And there were so many nights I would be freezing my butt off. Like, I'm like shaking, my fingers are turning like blue. And you know what would ick me even more? A lot of customers, like that time, there was ice everywhere. They were like, they would complain to the window and they'd be like, why do you have the workers out there? That can't be right. Put them inside. They would be like, I don't know why the customers are complaining. Because they give more of a fuck about our safety than you do. And also, I am allergic to bees and wasps. I have a fear of bees and wasps, mostly because I'm allergic to them and I don't want to get stung. There was this one time we kind of had a wasp problem outside, especially in the summer, and I would freak the fuck out. And I remember I said something to my manager, and I was like, dude, like, I'm actually so terrified about the wasp. Like, can we get some bug spray in this hoe? And he was like, what makes you think the wasps want to sting you? What makes you so special? A lot of people say that, like, don't get a job in fast food. And while I feel like getting a job in fast food builds your character and it makes you gain a newfound respect for like these fast food workers. And I think it really teaches you patience. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it a wrap on filming. I do have work. I seem to have work every time I film, especially these car videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll put my Instagram and my TikTok linked in the bio. Bye.